Good evening, Outcasts, and welcome to Wednesday Theory, the channel that theorizes, analyzes, breaks down, and focuses on all things Wednesday. Today, we're going to theorize on who Wednesday Stalker, revealed at the end of the Season 1 finale, could be. In the final moments of the episode, we see that Wednesday receives a mysterious text message on her new phone, given to her by Xavier as she is driven home by Lurch. What does this mean, and who could the stalker be? So grab a quad from the weather vane, pull up a chair, get comfortable, as we dive into this topic. In Season 1, we quickly find that Wednesday is an outcast among outcasts. She begins the season believing she needs no one, but grows over the course of 8 episodes into caring for others. She also becomes cared for by those who initially disliked her. But not everyone warms up to Wednesday, as evidenced by the message from the stalker. Clearly, someone has it out for her, and in Season 2, we'll likely learn more about why. So who could the stalker be? Perhaps we should start by speculating about who the stalker is not. The stalker is unlikely to be any of Wednesday's circle of, well, let's not call them friends, but rather the people she has warmed up to at Nevermore. The stalker probably isn't Enid, and it's unlikely Bianca. It's also probably not Yoko or Ajax or Kent or Davina. It's also probably not Xavier, who was already crucified for crimes he didn't commit, only to remain steadfast as a Wednesday supporter. Yes, Xavier gave Wednesday the phone that the message is sent to, and is likely one of the only people to have her phone number, but he also appears in one of the photos she receives. Wednesday took an arrow for Xavier and has let bygones be bygones. He has no motive to threaten her at this point. No, the stalker isn't Sheriff Galpin, and it's not the other 2 bullies who had it out for Wednesday, as they're clearly too incompetent. So who could the stalker be? Well, Tyler/Hyde. He possibly escapes at the end, and with Laurel Gates, aka Marilyn Thornhill, possibly dead, could he be seeking revenge for his master's defeat? It's possible, and I think it's fair to say we'll see more Tyler in Season 2. Could the stalker be another Nevermore student? Well, Rowan is dead. It's unlikely to be any of the other more prominent students that we have met in the series so far, but could there be another student we'll meet in Season 2 that has it out for Wednesday? Possibly due to some family history with Gomez or Morticia Addams. Could it be Lucas? He had a bit of a redemption arc in Season 1 and is now positioned as a possible love interest for Bianca, but he's also lost his father, Mayor Walker, and Wednesday was in the back of his car when it happened. Wednesday was also responsible for humiliating him in the weather vane and sought her out with the other bullies at Pilgrim World. Could the turn his life has taken since Wednesday arrived at Nevermore have driven Lucas to vengeance? Maybe, but I think the most likely culprit, the person who could very well be stalking Wednesday, is Bianca Barclay's mother, Gabrielle. Think about it. She shows up in town demanding that Bianca leave school and help her. She has a business selling morning song bracelets and says her siren song is drying up, and she needs Bianca to come home and help with recruitment at Morning Song Community. She also married a normie man named Gideon. It's all very shadowy and vague and never fully explained. So what's going on with Gabrielle? Her intentions are obviously sinister, and even Bianca, who clearly doesn't always have the best intentions either, won't go as far as what her mother wants her to do. That is, until she agrees to help her at the very end of the episode, once the school year is over. At one point she even asks Lucas, who she meets in this episode, to steer away from the app that Gabrielle created for the Morning Song bracelet. Further, Gabrielle seems like the kind of character that would do opposition research on her enemy. If she perceives the Nevermore Academy to be the enemy, and wants to pull Bianca away from them, she probably knows the history of the school, as well as what's been going on there lately. This includes Wednesday showing up and having a great impact on the Academy. We must also consider that Gabrielle created the app that Bianca wants to stop, so she knows a thing or two about technology, knows a thing or two about smartphones, and could likely figure out how to hack a phone number. The most obvious sign to me, though, is that Gabrielle is even part of the story when the series didn't even need to include her. I believe that in Season 2, we'll see Gabrielle play a bigger role in the story, and her mother is now positioned to possibly be the new villain. Maybe even her new husband Gideon could have a hand in what's going on here. With Wednesday's effect on Nevermore being significant, Gabrielle is likely aware of her and her role in Bianca's life. It's also possible that Gabrielle's playing a bigger hand in the overall story. Maybe Thornhill and Hyde, aka Tyler, were pawns in a bigger game being orchestrated by Gabrielle. One thing is for sure, Season 2 can't come soon enough, as there are clearly story threads and plot points unresolved and left open for the future. Until then, we'll speculate. What do you think, Outcasts? Is Gabrielle Wednesday Stalker? Be sure to comment with your own ideas. Until next time, this is Wednesday Theory.